Fernando Po Jr. He wants to talk to you. Will you be able to talk?
Sabi ko, yeah, I have time. A few minutes.
This is Fernando Po Jr.
Sabi niya,
I am a new project, yung ang pagbabalik ng probinsyano. Would you be willing to be part of this movie?
you know, I have to check my schedule.
A few moments later.
Manager ko.
Oh.
Sabi niya, Rick, good news.
Oh.
Fernando Po Jr. wants you to do a movie. He's going to call you up. Did he call na ba?
Usapang pera at kwento ng buhay. Pera at buhay. With Chinky Tan. Real stories. Real life.
The views and opinions expressed by guests on Chink Positive are their own and do not necessarily represent those of the producers, hosts, or network. Chink Positive is for entertainment and informational purposes only. While guests may share insights on financial and business topics, this does not imply endorsement of any products or services. Viewers should perform with their own research.
Mga kaipunaryo, pwede ba natin gamitin ang gandang lalaki para tayo kumita? Sana all. Isang veteranong aktor na hinangaan ng karakter niya sa pelikula at telebisyon at the same time sa kanyang husay sa pag-arte. At mula sa kanyang early days sa showbiz hanggang sa pagiging respected personality at marami na siyang pinagdaanan sa buhay. Kaya nga sa pagkakataon na ito, pag-aaralan po natin kung ano po ang kanyang experience sa buhay at pera. Let's all welcome no other than Mr. Ricardo Cepeda! Yes!
Thank you.
Wala ba tayong mga kamay dyan? Oo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ricardo.
Thank you, Chinky. Thank you.
Should I call you Ricardo or Richard?
Whichever. Rick na lang para safe.
Ayaw, Rick. Kasi baka mapasayaw ka ng Never gonna get you up.
Ashley. Para safe, pwede sa Rick or Richard.
So, Ricardo, a lot of people know you, syempre, as an actor, di ba? Kilala ka. Pero many do not know you, how you got really started. Can you give us your family background?
Well, I started kasi, before I became an actor, ako, sa military family kami. My father is in the military, my lolo was in the military. So, yung mom ko, military family din upbringing niya sa US Army. Yung lolo Cepeda ko was in the US Army. And very, fit, very fit. And ako, I was not. So, before, growing up, bookworm ako. Nababasa lang sa bahay. Ayokong lumabas kasi mahina ako. Lampa. Payatot ako, underweight. So, yung mga brothers ko, very athletic. Because of that, frustrated ako. I was given a weak body by God.
Parang ang dating mo, nerdy ka nun?
Yep, nerdy ako. Weird. Actually, yung term nga ng mga ibang bata, yung weird kid dyan sa bahay na hindi halos lumalabas. Pero because wala akong frustrated ako. Pag lumabas ako, hinihingal ako agad. If I try to play sports with the others dahil out of shape ako, hindi ko kaya. Pati yung coordination ko, lampa, talagang clumsy.
So, ilang taong ka nun?
All the way from childhood na bata pa lang, all the way up to siguro third year, second year, third year high school. Biglang, because of my friends, parang na-encourage ako makisabay sa kanila. So, started doing some basketball, ganyan. And then, weights, yung isang close friend ko, nakita ko lang sa bahay, tapos payat din siya So, may mga kuya siya na may weight set sa bahay nila. So, ako nag-try ako ng konti, pero bara-bara lang, don't know what I'm doing And then, my father, who was a colonel sa Air Force, Philippine Air Force, pinapasok kami sa PMA. Kami ng brother ko, may twin brother ako
Oh, identical ba?
Fraternal kami. We look like brothers, pero hindi mo maiisip na twins kami. Mas maliit siya ng konti sa akin, but very mama. Para siyang si Dolph Lundgren yung itsura niya.
Wow.
Mamang mama.
Nakakatakot yun,
pero manly na manly yun. And then si Robert and I, we went before going to PMA. Yung dad ko, pina-prepare kami months before. Talagang ginawa niyang may physical fitness regimen. Ginawa namin yung mga military exercises.
Wow.
Before fourth year high school, for classes, road run kami habang si dad nakabike. Tapos pagdating namin sa malayo, mga 2 kilometers away, kami military dozen. Then sabi niya, you have how many? About 15 minutes to get home, maligo, and then eat your breakfast and be ready for school. Takbo naman kami ni Utol pa uwi. So, natuwa ako na parang my classmates were saying, parang lumalaki ka,
Nagkakamasal na.
may muscle. And then even my dad was very wholesome rin na very laking farm yung dad ko eh. So yung minsan pag summer, naging trabaho namin ni Utol yung bahay na linipatan namin sa base. Walang grass. Yung front lawn, puro lupa lang. So
Nagtatanim kayo.
sabi ni dad, gusto ng mom ko magka-grass. Bumili si dad ng grass seeds. hindi yung square, yung mga square na gano'n. Grass. So kami ni Utol, I don't remember kung bakit kami. Kasi may 4 kami magkapatid, pero naging job namin, I think dahil mababa grades namin. So yung parusa sa amin, kami magtatanim ng grass sa bahay. Kailangan
Oo, handa yung lupa.
Handa yung lupa. Solid putik eh. So, hinanda namin. After 2 days, nung nagawa namin yon, kailangan yung mga maliit, yung mga itak, gagawin yung fine pa, para yung grass seeds papasok. After 2 days, sabi ko, parang namamaga yung mga braso namin. Pero pag ganun ko, sabi ko, uy, may biceps. Uy, okay to. Sige, tutuloy natin to. So, yan, yung pagkakuripot ng tatay ko, Ilocano daw siya.
Oo.
We planted the grass.
Oo.
And na-appreciate ko, sabi ko, kaya pala natin to. We're pretty strong. Tapos nakapasok ako sa PMA. Kailangan fit na fit in spite of yung preparation na ginawa ng dad ko. Nahirapan kami yung jogging sa mga bundok-bundok, kanyan. Nahirapan kami, sabi ni Utol, bro, parang hirap na hirap tayo ah. Sabi ko, imagine kung hindi pa tayo prepare ni Dad. How much worse ito?
So, paano ka pasok nga sa showbiz?
From the gym. Naging passion ko yung gym.
Okay.
I became an instructor dito sa isang big time bodybuilding gym in Makati. And then nagka-reputation ako na I give my clients results. So may mga fashion designer naging kliyente ko. They got me into modeling. And nalaman ko sa modeling, meron kang at that time 800 per show.
Uy, malaki yun ha?
Malaki yun nung time na yan. So malaking bagay, dagdag dyan sa 2.8 ko, di ba?
Oo naman, per show yun.
Per show.
In a weekend, di pwede ka makaisa o dalawa.
Yeah, kung if there were shows na, 800, dagdag. So, happy ako. Feeling mayaman ako. From that ramp modeling, napasok commercials.
Oh, okay. Ano yung first commercial? Can you remember?
Can't remember na kasi nag-start ako yung mga...
BTR.
Isa sa mga, VTR. Parang...
Yung first major na lang, major.
Yung first major, siguro, pizza, shake. Ganun nung in-introduce nila yung delivery.
91111.
Oo, yung delivery na Shakey's.
Ay, hindi, Pizza Hut pala yun.
Yung delivery service na 24/7 or something, sa gabi pwede magpa-deliver. Naalala ko yung premise ng commercial was may data ko, biglaan, tapos hindi kami makakuha ng reservation. So sa bahay na lang.
Nagpa-deliver kayo?
Nagpa-deliver ako ng pizza. So yan ang introduce nila ng may delivery service na ng Pizza Hut. Pizza or Shakey Pizza Hut.
So after that, paano yung transition mo sa movies?
May tumawag sa manager ko sa fashion. May tumawag sa kanya, sinabi may bagong batch na hinahanap sa Regal Films. Regal Films.
Anong taon?
1989.
Yeah, 89. Yes. Most memorable TV or movie na ginawa mo?
Most memorable movie was with Fernando Poe Jr.
Uy.
Because The King. By this time, established na akong kontrabida eh. Sabi nila, you've been kontrabida sa mga bida. Ilang beses na. But the only time you can really feel na umabot ka is when you
become a kontrabida of FPJ.
Yeah, if you get to work with FPJ.
Tama. Anong movie to?
Ang Pagbabalik ng Probinsyano.
Ay, grabe.
Tumawag siya. Siya mismo tumawag. And I've told this story many times, pero akala ko hindi siya. I thought it was my friend. Pinaprank ako.
Oh, telephone?
Landline eh.
Oo.
May friend kasi ako na si Raul, na joke nga si Raulo eh.
Oo nga,
Na si Raul, kaya niyang gayahin yung voice
ni
FPJ.
Oh.
And na-prank niya ako minsan. So, out of the blues, and again, parang yan yung manifestation sinasabi natin. Out of the blues, after yung isang kaibigan ko nagsabi, you work with FPJ, parang shortly after, nasa bahay ako, painting the wall. Tapos yung kasambahay namin sabi niya, sir, may phone call.
Oo.
Yung secretary ni FPJ. Sabi ko, yan na naman, di ba? Pa-prank na naman ako, si Raul na naman yan. So sabi ko, this time, kunwari, hindi ko siya na-booking. Kasi yung dating prank niya, habang nagkukwento kami, nahalata ko siya. So this time, sabi ko, kunwari, sakyan ko, pero gagawin ko, hindi ako impressed. Siga ako. So ito, sabi ko, sige, secretary effect pa ngayon. Okay, I'll talk to, sabi, this is Susan, the assistant of Mr. Fernando Po Jr. He wants to talk to you. Would you be able to talk? Sabi ko, yeah, I have time. A few minutes. But it has to be fast because I don't know. I was waiting for him to crack. Kung tatawa siya, di ba? Hello, Rick. This is Fernando Po Jr. Have we met yet? Sabi ko, we met sa mga event minsan. Yung nasa stage lang tayo. Di ba yung kakanta lahat ng artista, aakyat sa stage. Yeah, we've stood next to each other. Yeah. Sabi niya, ito kasi, he was speaking fluent English.
Wow.
Kasi si Fernando po magaling mag-English pala. When it's off camera, out of the public eye, magaling mag-English. So, English, sabi ko.
Ay, dito si
FPJ. Booking. Ito si Raul kasi, tisoy-tisoy eh. Sabi ito si Raul. First mistake. This is Fernando Po Jr. Sabi, I have a new project. You know, I had a box office selling movie, Ang Probinsyano.
Yes.
And I usually make a sequel. Ito yung Ang Pagbabalik ng Probinsyano. Would you be willing to be part of this movie? You know, I have to check my schedule. Diba? Sabi ko, I have to check my schedule because, you know, I'm busy also. Dami kong project.
Ano sinabi niya?
Parang nag-post, ha? Okay? Okay, you want to check your schedule? Yeah, I'll just check my diary. Sabi, okay, I'll call you back in 10 minutes. You check your diary. Okay, sabi ko, okay, but maybe you better call me in 5 minutes because if you call in 10 minutes, maybe I'm not here because I'm so busy.
Grabe.
Diba? Sabi ko, any moment na tatawa na to, bibigay na to eh. Hindi siya tumawa.
Of
sabi
course.
Okay, I'll call you back. Pagbaba, sabi ko, ayan. Any moment now, magre-ring na ito na si Raul, tumatawa na. So, eksakto, ring. Sabi ko, hayaan ko mag-ring. Mga 20 rings.
Grabe ka?
Ring. Kasi si Raul to eh. Sabi ni manager ko, sabi niya, Rick, good news. Fernando Po Jr. wants you to do a movie. He's going to call you up. Did he call na ba?
Grabe.
Sabi ko, ha? Fernando Po? Really? Yeah, did he call na? No. Sabi ko, no, not yet. Baba na natin, baka he's calling now. He might be calling, baka busy. Baba na natin. Sabi ko, sana tumawag.
Grabe.
Sana tumawag siya. Oh, then it rang. Hindi pa na-complete yung ring.
Inangat mo na.
Yes po. Opo. Yes po. Puro po na ako. Yes po. Aha. Opo. Yes. Sige po. Okay po. Wala akong maalala what he said. Basta yes po ako ng yes po. Tapos humble ako.
Grabe.
Tapos pina-call back. He called back again. Sabi niya, okay, so I have the movie. How's your schedule? Libre po.
What's the biggest challenge that you experience in your lifetime?
Yung biggest was when, nakasama ako sa charges from this company that I was working for as a product ambassador.
When you say product ambassador, kasi, di ba, yung parang kinuha ka to promote a product.
Right.
Oo. So, in other words, parang yan eh. Hindi naman siya, kasi iba yung
endorser.
Paano nga? What's the difference between endorser and ambassador? Anong pagkakaiba?
Well, yung endorser kasi, yan yung binabayaran ng malaking halaga. To use your name, use your image, and use your, parang nagiging face of the company ka rin eh.
Pero parang nasa billboard ka, lahat. Oo. Pero yung ambassador, paano naman?
Yung product ambassador, parang it's on a smaller level na eh. Smaller level lang yung parang limited ka lang sa product. And yung usapan nga namin dyan is, I have to test the products first.
Of course.
Because why will I be the product ambassador if it's like yung sinasabi ni wifey ko na
you have to be a product of the product.
Maniniwala ka, you have to believe in that product.
Okay.
And they had good products. They had really good products. Then apparently, nangyari is yung may-ari ng company had a private dealings with some people about money, which these people thought that it was a part of the company, that dealing.
Pero labas sa kumpanya.
Wala sa company yan. All the information, all the website, all the press release of the company never talks about this investing money. It's not offered at all. This was private sila. Pero itong mga sumali, they were misled by their upline who told them this is part of the company. And tinuro pa ako is one of the owners.
Which hindi. Kasi
Which
nga,
hindi.
wala ka sa papel, di ba? Wala
Wala
ka
ako sa SEC, wala ako sa any of the business papers, wala akong signing, or anything. Wala akong power with the company.
So, nung nagka-problema na, bakit ikaw ay napasama?
Actually, yung sabi nga ng iba, it was to make it more severe, to make it a serious case to be filed against it, to have the court look at it. Is elevated nila to be syndicated as estafa rather than estafa.
Tama.
And in that case, for syndicate, syndicated must have the presence of a syndicate, being 5 or more. So, ginawa nilang 10 kaming linagay. In some complaints, it's 12. Ginawa lang nila kung sino-sinong posibleng kasama. Dinagdag yung mga pangalan. With the katwiran na pag hindi naman guilty, mapapatunayan naman. So, mapapawalan sala. But yung nangyari is, had me in jail for 11 months.
Grabe.
And the complainants, we never even met face to face. They saw me from a distance daw, motorcade. And yet somebody who made the complaint na pinirmahan nila, they went along with it lang. And we were just hoping na, or we thought, parang ano lang to, ano yan, nightmare lang na ano.
Oo, parang bangungot
lang na somebody will say, ay sorry, nagkamali kami, out ka. Pero it didn't happen. We had to go through the whole process na I was just very thankful na talaga, I tell everyone, I was just very thankful that my wifey was able to hold things together habang ako, useless ako dun.
Akala mo ba talaga hindi ka na makakalabas during that time?
No, I knew because alam ko wala akong connection. Even during the hearings, hindi ma-connect eh. I knew it's gonna be sooner or later, lalabas na out ako. But yung tagal na it kept extending, and we talked about it one time na she visited me and sabi niya, this is our reality. Ito na yun. Wag na natin isipin na, next month tapos na to. Next month, we'll just go along with how it develops.
One day at a time.
Yeah, one day at a time. Yun na lang.
Na-depress ka ba nung panahon na yun?
There were times. Pero, di ba, kailangan i-kontra mo eh. Kailangan i-kontra mo because what else can you do? You're going to be there anyway. Whether you are miserable, torturing yourself, blaming other people, why, you're still going to be there during that time. So, medyo fina-focus mo lang sa ibang bagay.
Anong lessons na natutunan mo when you were there?
Well, yung lessons is that you have to you got to realize kung sino yung talaga marirely mo. Who are the friends that you really can rely on and people who can really be there for you. And at the same time for yourself, and talaga, again, that it just came down to you have faith. You have the faith that may plano. There's a reason bakit nangyari to sa'yo.
By the way, do you still accept projects right now? Yeah.
Kakatapos lang ng Batang Quiapo.
Oo.
And then may mga offers on the table right now na yung management team weighing kung alin ang best na tanggapin.
Yeah. Balita ko, nasa TikTok ka na rin daw.
TikTok minsan may mga kalokohan video, nagli-lip sync, and then may mga whatever, sharing minsan, and then nagla-live stream ako. We talk about anything or about fitness, about weight loss, about relationships, about faith. We talk about so many different things. Then of course may mga products din.
So what's your TikTok channel?
Ricardo.Cepeda_actor.
Well, anyway, thank you very much, Ricardo, for this wonderful time. You're such an encouragement. Kaya nga guys, ang buhay ng tao ay syempre, lahat tayo may mga problema. At minsan meron tayong pinagdadaanan. Pero kung ikaw may pinagdadaanan sa buhay ngayon, let me encourage you. Ang problema at pagsubok ay pinagdadaan. Huwag mong tambayan. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Kung may mga comments kayo at kung anong natutunan nyo sa buhay ni Ricardo Cepeda, paki-comment lang sa comment section. Tatandaan, tamang karunungan, tamang disiplina po ang susi sa pagyaman.
Nagpakamatay na ako noon. Gumawa na ako ng notes. Ito yung gusto kong isuot. Ito yung makeup na gagamitin nyo sa akin. Pagising ko, nasa ospital na ako. Yung doktor tumatawa lang.
Usapang pera at kwento ng buhay. Pera at buhay. With Chinky Tan. Real stories, real life.